Yo, what up guys? So this is my 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. So what I'm going to be working on today is a serpentine belt. There's a couple steps that we have to take in order to get down there to the serpentine belt. We have to remove this air box, which is a 10 mil right here. You got to remove the air box, two hoses down here, and a clamp from here, and you got to remove a sensor that's in here, but I got to remove this first. So let me get set up and I'll come back and I'll show you the process. All right guys, so in order to start removing everything, you got to take off the first is to take off the cover, right? It has 2 10s right there. So as soon as you remove those, you grab it from the back and pop up, push it backwards and front. Like that, you don't have to remove the bar. Next thing will be to remove the 10 mil from here. I use this type. I use this swivel to get under there. It'll make it easier to reach that 10 mil right there. Then you got to remove this sensor right here. That's one. And you got to pop this 2 hoses down here. They're pretty easy. It's just grab them on each side. It's like push and pull out, push on the 2 tabs on each side and pull out, and that's it. Same deal here. You grab, press in, pop out. As soon as you remove this one, which is a 7 mil, you just pop it out. This comes out, and you have to remove this sensor right here, which uses a 5 Allen. It has a screw right there. You remove the 5 Allen, and to remove the wire harness, and you gotta unplug this sensor right here. Just push in, push back the tab, grab, pull back, and it has this type of pin. You gotta just pop it out and you're good to go. Once that is out, then everything's on the way. It has 2 like push tabs on the bottom of the box. So you have to do is really like tug on it and pull back out. So let me get this out and I'll be back. All right guys, so actually I was having trouble taking off this piece because it's clipped right here and right there, which is under. It's like one of those push pins, but I was having trouble with it. So I just ended up doing was I was unscrewing the box. Unscrewing the box, everything pulls out and it gives you enough space, because this is where you're gonna be working. You're gonna have to remove this cover, which is 2 mil. I'll show the process, but then without having the hoses in the top of the box, it gives you space to get to the serpentine belt. So I mean, instead of taking the whole box out, which was a pain, I just took up the top. All right guys, so I'm at the step where I gotta remove this cover, and it has 4 nuts in totals. 1 here, 1 on the bottom, another 1 here, and 1 towards the bottom. So that's 4 in total. Once you take that off, then you have access to the tensioner pulley. That's what you're gonna need to get to work to get the belt off, and it's 4 10 mil nuts in total. All right, so I'm using a breaker bar and a 3/8. So we have to do is get it in the tensioner pulley and push towards the driver's side. Once you do that, then you have space to remove the belt. You let it go and start removing the belt. It's a tight spot, but all right guys, so like that, it gives you space to remove the entire belt. So there's one process right here. In order to get it off this pulley, you kind of gotta twist it towards the engine and pull it out. That releases it from the whole engine. There you go. Now you just gotta do the reverse order. All right guys, so this is my old belt. This is the new one. This is the part number for the belt. It's an OEM from Alfa. My old belt didn't look too bad, but I'm going based on the recommended specs from the dealer maintenance. They said to change about every 30,000 miles. I have about 32.5, 32.5 right now. So, you know, I just want to be precautious and change it as they're recommended. So that's why I'm doing this. And I'll set up this one and I'll show you how it goes back on. All right, guys. So I already put my new belt in. So just a quick tip. When you're installing the belt on the bottom right here, on the tensioner pulley, you got to slide it through the back. So when you slide it, you're gonna come in like this under the pulley, behind the pulley towards the engine. You're gonna go like this, So when you put in the tensioner pulley, it's like this, and then you can start routing. So this is how it looks. This is how the diagram of the belt looks. Right on the tensioner pulley, down there on this one. See, the teeth are up. It goes around there, goes on that pulley, comes back around to this. It routes up. It comes down to this other pulley, which is like a tensioner pulley as well, to the alternator. So I'm giving you like a quick diagram how it goes, so when you're putting back, you're putting it on correctly. Right, the teeth are always got to be towards the pulley through the grooves. So what I did is just grab your breaker bar, point towards the passenger, I mean the driver's side, this way to give it slack. Then start routing your belt and you get it in there. Once it's in there, you just take off the tensioner and that's it. And your belt's back in. Now you got to do the reverse order. So let me start putting everything back and I'll show you. All right, guys, so I got the cover back on this one. Remember, put the 4 nuts back in. It's you got to be patient with it. It's a tight spots, but you can get it in there. Then I remember to put the 10 millimeter bolt right here. Put the cover filter back on. Now what I got to do is just put the box back on and reconnect everything. All right, guys, so I ended up putting back the box, screwing in those 4 screws. Then I attached the 2 holes. You just got to push them in and clip in place. Screw, put this bracket back on. It's a 7 millimeter, and then clipped on the sensor, air mass sensor, and then this sensor right here. So you got to put that screw back in and put the harness back, clip it back in place here, put the sensor and put this white clip back in there, and that's pretty much it for the top. Now I just gotta do is put the cover back on, and that's it. Hey guys, so all right, so the job is done. Everything's back in place where it's supposed to be. Brand new belt in. This is the easy $500 to $700 charge at the dealer. You could probably get it done anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes depending on your skill. But that's it. Everything's back in place. OEM belt, and that's about it. Job is done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Any comments or any concerns, leave them down below, and catch you on the next one. Peace.